3 races will determine the overall champions for the Motocross of Nations. The team with the best combined finishes wins. In Moto 1, the MXGP class and the MX2 class will line up together. They are Maxime Renault and Marvin Musquin for the French, Mitch Evans and Hunter Lawrence for the Australians, Jago Heerts and Liam Everts for the Belgians, Glenn Koldenhoff and Kai de Wolf for the Netherlands, and Eli Tomac and Justin Cooper for the Americans.
And now the rain comes. You can see the rain hitting the lens of the television camera. We are in high definition to capture all of the action. Less than a minute. And here we go. We are now 15 seconds from the kickoff of the 2022 Monster Energy Motocross of Nations from here in Red Bud, Michigan. 3, 2, 1, and we are off. And into turn number 1 they go. It's the 101 of Eli Tomac. Tomac goes to the outside and gets the whole shot. The 13 is right there as well. And watch these riders as they juke and jive.
Heerts is there in third, the winner of yesterday's MXGP class for Team Belgium. So the young Belgian making his debut on a 450. He's running third, and is that the French in second? I think it might be.
So Eli Tomac holding on to number 1 position. Rain starting to come down ever so slightly here as they make the left-hand turn, Roger.
Mitch Evans is up there for Australia as well, so all the big hitters are in there, ladies and gentlemen, as they come through. Eli Tomac it is who leads. Jago Heerts is through to second for Team Belgium. Maxime Renault for Team France is in third. Down towards Loracco's lead for the first time. Is anybody going to make it? We'll see. Tomac gets a run through. Is he going to make the jump? No! Heerts comes down short. Slams into the downside there.
Looks like Tomac checked up just a bit, turned around to see where he was at. He got onto the ground and may not have lost too much time as he got onto the gas. So it is Tomac and Heerts going 1 and 2. Renault into the number 3 position. Here they come. They look to the left and down to the right, and here we go. Making the right-hand turn comes Tomac through the mechanics area. Look at Eli Tomac. He's smooth. He's smooth and fast. He comes out of the Rocky Mountains of Colorado.
Justin Cooper, his teammate, number 102 in 9th at the moment. Tomac's going for the win, but he needs to be backed up by his teammate. And Justin Cooper is there.
If you're the Australians, you're pretty darn excited that Lawrence and Evans are running in the top 10. The Belgians are also doing well today. And look at the American crowd cheering on the captain of the team. Ladies and gentlemen, get those flags in the air as the rider number 101 out of Cortez, Colorado, and his final approach to the checkered flag. They're setting themselves up for Morocco's lead. So far, Eli Tomac has not let it rip. And this time, he sent it! He sent it! The 101 has gone to the air! And now, Eli Tomac has won Moto number 1! How about that? In his final lap, he kept the hammer down, and he sent it! He went over Loracco's leap for the win. Team USA, they scored 10 points. That is a 1 and a 9. So Australia has 13 points now. They had a 5 and an 8. Then we see Belgium with 14 points. They had a 2 and a 12. France 17 points with a 3 and a 14. And the Netherlands got 23 points. They are running 6th right now.
Hey, goed hè? Veel laatste ronde, de laatste ronde van de race.
Ja, ik was grappig, maar ik zat met die gedubbelde aan.
Super.
Je la recolis comme ça, même si tu tankes comme ça. Fais-toi confiance, ça y va tout seul.
Est-ce que tu dirais d'ouvrir marqueur tempo ou pas?
Moi je dirais pas, moi je dirais non. Parce que la moto elle est déjà un poil plus chargée, donc ça te la rassouplé un petit poil. Et franchement, il faut du soutien dans les descentes. Moi je pense que non.
We only got a small amount of time with you, so that's why we just got to figure out what you're thinking. What are your thoughts on suspension?
It got really heavy, so.
I think what we should do is raise it a little bit, but open compression. Does that make sense? Okay. All right,
So it's gonna act stiffer? It'll act soft?
It'll ride taller, so it's not low, but it'll work softer. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's pretty slow.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get recovered. Good job. You're the second.
I was worried because I didn't see you guy at all.
He was gone.
He was way ahead.
So look at where the dozers back dragged it, because that's going to be hard. But then see, look, this is so flat on the other side of the gate. Those have got that little lip. That gate 5 and 6, though, it is good because HJ was getting.
You think I should go there?
It's safe.
Okay.
In Moto 2, the MX2 and Open class will line up together. They are Kai de Wolf and Calvin Valandrin for the Netherlands, Marvin Muscan and Dylan Ferrandis for the French, Liam Everts and Jeremy Van Horbeek for the Belgians, Justin Cooper and Chase Sexton for the Americans, and Hunter Lawrence and Jet Lawrence for the Australians.
We've got 15 seconds, and I want every noisemaker, I want you screaming at the top of your lungs when this game drops in 3, 2, 1. Make some noise, Red Bud!
Matteo Guadagnini leads for Team Italy, number 3 on the plate. So Guadagnini leads.
We're looking down at the pileup in turn number 1. Were there any Americans in the pileup? It looks like no.
It was a Frenchman. It was one of the French team went down at the back.
Guadagnini still holds on to the number 1 ride. Sexton into the number 2 position. Here comes Lawrence into the number 3 ride. Now they're heading to the sand wash, and watch them up and down. Watch that suspension work, and it is covered with this red bud soil. And now Sexton is brought back just a bit, perhaps to get some vision. But watch out for Jet Lawrence. He'll take a shot at Sexton if he gets it. Jet's got a chance at Sexton, and they're heading now to the finish line. Guadagnini holds on to the number 1 position, and now Jet Lawrence. Jet Lawrence goes up in the air, turns around, and looks at Sexton, and stays onto the gas. And Jet Lawrence has moved into the number 2 ride. Justin Cooper holding strong here today. He is running 4th. Guadagnini still holds on to the number 1 ride. Jet Lawrence has moved into the number 2 ride. And here comes Lawrence now. Lawrence, he went by him and roosted him. He roosted him. Jet Lawrence has now gone to the number 1 position with 12 minutes and 36 seconds to go. Jet Lawrence just motored right by the Italian, put his rear wheel right in front of him, and gave him a whole bunch of chocolate cake. Put it right in his face.
Dylan Ferrandis for Team France, currently running 7th, has just done the fastest lap of the race. It was Dylan Ferrandis who went down on the first lap in the first couple of turns and was dead last. So check out the number 15.
To the center of the facility they come. Chase Sexton, he's a big dude. He could be a linebacker. He goes to the outside, trying to get around the number 3. He comes out of the inside. He's got a drive on him. Chase Sexton has just gotten around the Italian. Sexton into the number 2 ride. Here comes Cooper in 4. Those 2 guys are gold here today.
What Team USA really needed from Justin Cooper was to have a strong finish today.
And now, Jet Lawrence is about to put the cap on it. Lawrence is going to win it. Jet Lawrence has won it. Here comes Chase Sexton. Sexton finishes up into the number 2 ride. Guadagnini into the number 3 position. And now Justin Cooper. Oh my goodness. The United States of America. A total of 16 points. Australia, 24 points. The French, 32 points. Can it happen? Can it happen here at Redbud? Can the United States of America show their will over the rest of the motocross world? Time will tell.
For the last and deciding moto of the 2022 Motocross of Nations, the MXGP and the Open class will line up together. They are Mitch Evans and Jet Lawrence for the Australians, Jago Heerts and Jeremy Van Horbeek for the Belgians, Glenn Koldenhoff and Calvin Valandrin for the Netherlands, Eli Tomac and Chase Sexton for the Americans, and Maxime Renault and Dylan Ferrandis for the French.
Are you guys going to have fun on Sunday? Is this going to be a fun event?
No, no fun.
For me, fun comes after the race. When you party, when you go on vacation, that's fun. Dirt bike is, for me, it's no fun. It's my job, and I'm here to do a job.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
You're not going to have a smile on your face when you're riding.
No.
I think what's really cool about what we have coming is this year is a building year. Sure, it would be really cool to win this year, but in 7 or 8 years' time, if we can look back and say that we've won it, 6 or 7 times in a row, that would be something really cool. So we certainly have that long-term vision.
So how do you go out and win this race? Based on your experience, how do you end up on the podium at the end of the day?
Well, for me, there's just like a lot of noise and a lot of distraction. It kind of feels like in a championship situation, the pressure's just on. So you've got to just put that stuff out the window and just go race and ride.
The excitement and anticipation of a heavyweight fight. We are now ready to go racing. Come on, Red Bud, this place is about to erupt. Everybody, if you've ever cheered, you gotta do it now. We are now 15 seconds. 15 seconds from the final moto of the 2022 Motocross of Nations. And when I say go, it's 5, 4, 3. You gotta give me a Red Bud, go! And into turn number 1 they go.
Oh, somebody gone down on the first turn. It's one of the Italians. It's Guadagnini. Guadagnini's gone down on the first turn for Italy.
Guadagnini will be dead last. He is on the ground.
Belgium gone down.
Turn number 1.
Belgium gone down in turn 2 as well. So there's a carnage already.
Ferrandis and Renault. Prado and Sexton in the top 4. Dylan Ferrandis, the French rider, has now moved into the number 1 position. And Renault, the French rider, back into the number 2 rider.
Australian rider down.
Evans gone down.
Evans is down. The Australian Evans is on the deck. Oh my goodness. Chase Sexton back into the number 3 position. Eli Tomac is 12th. Tomac is in 12th right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the French team is putting the pressure of the United States. And they are on fire here today. The French riders here in Moto number 3, Motocross of Nations. So Ferrandis into the number 1 position. Dylan Ferrandis, he was on a heater there at the end of Moto number 2, and now he is back on the gas here today.
How close is this? USA on 19, France on 21. Oh my, this is not a done deal, people.
And so it's Ferrandis and Renault, the French riders, 1 and 2. Sexton from the United States into the number 3 ride. Here comes the 101 of the United States of America's Eli Tomac. This track is developed into being a monster and could very well take down one of these riders at any time. Ah, he's on the deck! Dylan Ferrandis is on the ground. Renault gets by him. Sexton gets by him. And Dylan Ferrandis got bit by the racetrack. Oh my, the French guys have found themselves on the deck.
The whole of the rest of the teams are just self-destructing here. USA steamrolling onto the win. Can USA break the streak of 10 years of not winning the trophy? Can they bring the glory back? Well, it's looking good at the moment.
The USA with 16 points, France with 24, Australia with 26, and that looks like the way it's going to be the podium if they can stay on.
One more lap of the 2022 Motocross of Nations left. This is just a battle right to the very bitter end.
The checkered flag is out, and Renault has won, and he is stoked. Jet Lawrence finishes up into the number 2 ride. Here comes Chase Sexton. Sexton finishes up into the number 3 ride.
Eli Tomac in 6th place.
He knows he's done everything he needed to do with that finish for Team USA. The crowd's rushing towards the podium. The drought is over.
How does it feel to finally get one?
Yeah, it's so awesome, you know, that
feeling, nothing like winning. I have to give a lot of credit, especially to Justin, because there was enormous pressure on him, and there was a lot of people questioning his choice, and I'm really glad he came through, and he came through big time.
It was not a typical day for the Netherlands, finishing 7th due to crashes and mechanical issues. The Belgians fared slightly better, with a 5th place finish on the day. The Australians reached the 3rd step on the podium and proved to be a force for years to come. The French were strong and consistent as usual, with a 2nd place finish. And the Americans accomplished the mission after a decade of defeat. Eli Tomac, Justin Cooper, and Chase Sexton were unstoppable in the storm.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the 2022 Monster Energy Motocross of Nations, the United States of America.